Happy Monday, July 8th. Here to talk about home loans, answer your questions, answer your scenarios. What are your challenges? Why haven't you bought a house? Why aren't you buying a house? A lot of people have their reasons, I haven't filed my taxes, not making enough money, my credit isn't good enough. Whatever your scenario is, let us know what it is, and I'll let you know if you have a high probability of buying a house or not. So right here, right now, we're going to be here for a little while answering your questions, figuring out your scenarios. So fill up that chat box with all the thoughts.
All of them.
Credit scores, down payments, programs, veteran, not a veteran, zero down.
Every thought.
Closing costs, down payment. Where can I buy a house? What states do you help in? All the questions that you guys have, load up that chat box. We're going to get to every single one of them one by one and hopefully change your life and put it in a direction that you guys want it to be.
Dude, Rome just joined. Rome. The city of Rome.
Rome's a city?
Rome. The city of Rome.
Rome's a city?
It is in the United States, but it's somewhere else. It's a country.
Rome's a singer. Rome's a singer with Sublime.
Rome's a city in the United States, and it's a country in a different...
Rome's a country?
Rome is Roman Empire. An empire.
It's an empire.
Not an empire anymore.
What?
It's like the Empire of Japan.
Empire.
Empire. So Rome. What's up, Rome? I like that name, so I just jumped on you. Lee joined.
Is it
Dude,
Rome?
Lee joined. Lee joined. Oh, we got a lot of people joining, man. Zeus joined. BNB joined. Tom Furman. Motivate Me joined. It's me. Eddie.
Luna.
What's up? Celso Luna in the hizzy.
How's that crib?
In the hizzy. Gangsta. Oh, shit. Barbie. What? Dude, we got everybody joining us. We got all the people joining. People are already hearting us up. Appreciate that. We're going to teach you how to buy a house. That's what we do. Teach you how to buy that house in 2024, 2025, and whether or not it's a good idea. Hey, I want to talk today kind of big on one-time construct. One-time construct, USDA, VA, and FHA. So this used to be not a very popular thing. One-time construct means you can build the house. I'm going to go to him because he's actually recently been through more training in order to make sure we are continually certified to do that one-time construct. So I'm going to hit him with some questions and hopefully we helped you. But what this is you can buy the land. You can scope out hey, I found 10-acre lot. Badass. Cool. I want that 10-acre lot. You know what? I want a 4-bedroom, 3-bath with a mother-in-law house right next to it. What? Yeah, still connected, but right next to it, and the ability to shut it down. So, can I build that thing from scratch? I just found the lot. I just found the acre. I love it. I got a dream. I want to live in that thing. I'm not a veteran. I'm an FHA guy, or I'm a USDA guy. Maybe I am a veteran. So, first question, Chris, can I do a one-time construct on USDA?
The answer is yes, but let's go to Tom Foreman first.
Dude, I'm on a roll. I'm on a rant.
No. Why
is there volume? Yeah, okay.
What's going on the screen? Tom Foreman, $75,000 income, 0 debt, 800 credit score. I've got $80,000 to invest. What type of investments do you recommend?
Tom, we don't deal in investments. We do not deal in investments. This is not an investment show. If you think this is an investment show, Tom, you got to go to a different TikTok channel. There's a ton of them out there that are going to teach you how to invest. We are not. We are loan officers. And we are loan officers that help you get your primary residence. That's it. I'm not going to teach you how to get a construction loan. I'm not going to teach you how to build multiple units. I'm not going to teach you how to buy a condo complex. I'm not going to teach you any of that stuff. Tom, you're wasting your time here. You really need, if you're trying to buy your house for you and your family, now you're at the right spot. Now we're there. Cool.
Champagne J said scam.
Scam. Oh, Champagne J. I appreciate you. Sam. Do a little bit better. Do better, Champagne J. If you're going to come at me, you got to at least have some teeth other than just scam. Come on, let's do it. Mac shared the live. We appreciate you. Mac the Knife. Mac the Knife was one of the best songs ever.
Okay, so here's what it is, guys. Here's what you need to know.
I leave it with an awkward silence.
Down,
Sometimes I leave it, and he was able to feel it. I mean, I'll give you this. He looks at me like, "Are you done, weirdo?" And he's like, "Okay, back to reality." I'm over here like, he's like, "Okay, back to sensibility and reality. Watch."
I want to see if you can feel the time.
Oh, I feel it, dude. My energy's like, one. Dude, we got a lot of people on Instagram right now. Instagram, we got a few people on the YouTube, and we got some people on the TikTok. TikToks are kind of our lowest right now. Dude needs to drink less coffee, what Tom says. Tom says, dude needs to back off on the caffeine. Maybe, Tom? You might be right.
Sean Girl, they don't read IG. You haven't said anything.
Sean Girl.
I just read it.
Is that Navy Mom Donna?
Yeah,
Dude, we got Navy Mom Donna in the house. You seen what she's building in that house that we helped her finance? That we helped her get? Oh my God, she's done some amazing stuff.
What'd you build, Navy Mom Donna? What'd you build?
She built some amazing stuff in that house.
You need to acknowledge us on IG, said Navy Mom Donna.
Oh, I just acknowledged you, and I gave you a shout out and told you how great you are, and that we helped you get your house and all this kind of stuff.
Can't make everybody happy.
In the meantime, we got the people on YouTube going, "Hey, this is cool." And the other guy saying, "This guy needs to drink less caffeine." And somebody wants to know, what are the rates right now? Truth be told, I'm going to tell you what the rates are. I'm going to tell you what New American Funding is putting out as a rate. I also want to tell you that New American Funding does what everybody on the planet does. They find the best possible scenario that they can come up with in a million years, that they can legally justify in court. And they say, this is what it is. So, if you went to our New American Funding website right now, you would see that a VA 30-year fixed comes in at 5.875. What? 5.875. You would see that a FHA 30-year fixed, 5.875. What? 5.875. You would see a 15-year conventional, 5.75. What? 5.75. And a 30-year conventional, 6.25. Now, when you went to the website, and you don't believe me, you can go to our link at the top of our bio, go to Cool Stuff, Today's Rates, you'll see it. And when you see it, you're going to see right below that FHA 5.875, you're going to see an APR of 7.091. That's very important. Why is that important? Well, because if you understand finance, they actually passed the law so that they can say, hey, how do I get to that rate? And you get to that rate by buying certain things, points, and making sure everything is covered and all the fees and everything, and make sure it's all covered. Whoa. That's kind of important. Let's make them legally have to disclose both. So they do. They say, here's your interest rate, and here's your APR. So when I see the spread between a 5.875 and a 7.091, that tells me that it costs me a lot of money in order to get that 5.875. However, that is a real quote that New American Funding is putting out there, 5.875 right now, FHA 30-year fixed.
I'm hearing 0 down or 1,000 down, Grant.
You're hearing 0 down from who? Did you say 0 down? Can I do a USDA one-time construct with 0 down?
Mm-hmm.
So,
but that doesn't mean that you're not going to spend any money. So here's the challenge with building your own property. Okay, can you get with 0 down USDA? Yeah. Can you get in 0 down VA?
Dude,
yeah.
Diablo mortgage.
Can you get in with 3.5% down FHA? Can you get in with as low as 5% down conventional? Yes, but that's not where the money stops. So it's not like your first-time home buyer, I only have this much money to spend because I'm still renting my apartment or I'm still paying, whatever every single month. You have to know that when you enter into this, you're going to have a monthly payment out the gate. Out the gate. It may take you a year to build the property. It may take you up to 18 months to build the property.
18 months?
You might get it done as soon as 6 months. I mean,
there's no time frame of when you have to cut it off by?
18 months is your max.
18 months, okay.
Yeah, it's your max. It could take you up to 18 months. You could do it as fast as 6 months, but you're going to have a monthly payment during these times, guys, and you're going to be paying the payment on the draw that you take. So let's just say that you're going FHA 3.5% down, building a $400,000 house, okay? $400,000 house.
400.
So you're paying a $14,500 down payment, okay?
Okay, so you put $14,500, but you don't have a place to live yet.
and you're still renting your apartment.
And you're still renting your apartment for $2,000 a month. Got it.
Let's
cool.
say that there's 4 draws on this. So the first one is $100,000, so you can dig the hole, lay the foundation, get your planning, get your permits, get all that stuff that you need.
That stuff's expensive,
100
man.
grand. That's $100 grand.
That's expensive. That's
100 grand.
expensive.
And guess what that $100,000 comes with?
A payment.
An interest-only payment.
Okay, so
An interest-only
$100,000. What are we going at today's rates?
$600 a month. Call it $600 a month.
$600 a month on 100 grand. $600 a month. So now you got your mortgage payment of $2,000, and you got $600 a month for that first 100 grand. You cut the lot, and now you drop some concrete in there. I don't know if you can get. Yeah, you can get the concrete for 100 grand. So you got the plans, you got the survey, you got everything done. You now put concrete down. You're still paying for your apartment $2,000 a month, and you're paying $600 a month for the first 100 grand. Keep going.
Now you have 4 draws. Okay, let's say 3 months has gone by, and now you're at your second draw.
Okay.
Now you're $200,000. What is that? What did I say? $1,200 a month.
So now you pay $2,000 for your mortgage, for your rent, that your apartment that you're still living in. You're now, how many months in do you guess? How many months do you guess?
Let's call it 6 months.
6 months. Okay, so you've been paying 6 months. Now you have the $2,000 apartment rent, and you have $1,200, but you have $200,000. You got the land. You own the land. You dropped the concrete. You dropped the foundation, and now you probably have sticks up at 200 grand, right? Sticks
Probably.
up. Maybe starting a roof. I don't know if you can get the full roof by that point.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
I don't know if you can get the full roof. But anyway, you're now at 2,000 plus 1,200 for your 6 months in. So you're paying 3,200, and you're still living in your same apartment. Keep going.
And you're hoping that you get this done in the next 3 months because you're sick
praying.
of paying. You're sick of paying all this
You're
money every single
praying.
month.
You're praying.
Seriously, who doesn't feel that way?
Yeah.
Now you're 9 months in, and you're on your 3rd draw.
Third draw, you're at 300 G's now. Now you're for sure you got sticks up. You got a roof over your head. You probably even have shingles on the top of your roof for 100 grand. You probably have maybe rough in on everything, but you sure don't have tile, carpet, whatever you're going to do, the finish work, all that fine trim, all that stuff that makes it look beautiful. You don't have that, but you're 300 grand
Here's what
in.
you do have.
What do you have?
Your $2,000 rent.
$2,000 rent.
$1,800 a month in interest-only
$1,800. So your
payments.
$2,000 a month is now $3,800. What? Okay, keep going.
Now, you're 12 months in. You
12
hope
months
to
in.
be done in 6 months. You hope to be done in 6 months, but it rained a lot this year.
Mm-hmm.
There was some hurricanes
Yep.
depending on where you're building. There was a whole lot of snow. I
So
don't
you're
know.
saying
You
life happened.
You
life,
can do this
life.
anywhere in the
Dude,
country.
it could be anything.
Anywhere.
Your
So
dog
the
died. There's a lot of
elements-
life
the
hits
elements
everybody,
kick in.
man.
The contractor quit.
The contractor quit. He just packed up all the shit and he left.
Maybe he lost his license.
Yeah,
Maybe something happened in his life.
It could be.
Maybe
Yeah.
his wife passed away.
Yeah.
Maybe something happened major where he had struggles.
But you're now 12 months in, and how much you got? All four draws are now being paid. So you have $400,000, and now it's interest only. At this point, it's interest only. So if I have $400,000 being paid on, and I still have my $2,000 apartment rent, how much am I paying?
$2,400 a month in
So
interest-only payments.
$2,000 for my apartment and $2,400 in interest only, and I'm just crossing my fingers every day that I get a COE. What's a COE? Certificate of Occupancy. That's not a certificate of COO. Certificate of Occupancy. Why? Because here's the reality. If you built a house, I built a house. When you build a house, you're like, hey, this thing's beautiful. Well, the local governing authority, either your city, your county, or whoever it is, they're going to have to go in and say, this is able to be lived in. That's called your certificate of occupancy, and that's not a small deal because you can't move in till then. If you do, you're doing code violations and all kinds of stuff that you don't want to deal with. I don't know what you're doing. So you need the certificate of occupancy, and you're hoping at the 1 year mark, they go, hey, we're signed off. Here's your certificate of occupancy. But the truth of the matter is, if you've done this, and I have, you're like, hey, inspector, come on in. And they're like, yeah, I don't like this clearance, and I don't like that. And the thing isn't venting the way it should. Get these things fixed and make an appointment for me to come back. My next available appointment is 2 weeks from now. You're like, wait, what do you mean 2 weeks? I'll have this fixed in 3 days. Yeah, but if you had it fixed before I got here, I would have signed off on it. But because you didn't, 2 weeks from now, I'll see you in 2 weeks. You're like, 2 weeks? This is costing me $2,400 a month.
Should have shut up on time.
Damn.
Should have shut up on time.
What?
Diablo Mortgage, thank you for the love. Diablo Mortgage said UWM is 0 down. That's one of many, many, many programs out there that's zero down.
Mm-hmm.
Truth be told said, do they still have PIP on mortgage now? What's PIP?
Principal interest payment.
They mean MIP maybe?
Maybe MIP. Truth be told, PIP is, well, you're not the mortgage person. Truth be told, you're probably thinking MIP, which is mortgage insurance premium, and that is monthly payment, and that insures the lender. If you put less than 20% down, there's going to be MI on basically every loan except VA.
Angela, thank you for the love. Stratum HR. If they've hung in there long enough, they've already answered their question. Maybe reverse the camera so we don't have to try reading your backwards sign.
Oh, you're genius. Stratum HR. What's up? HR, human resources? That's the way to talk to people. Yeah, if you've been around, yeah.
You
cool.
need to take a class.
You need to take a class. We need to sit you down. We're going to take
I'm offended.
We're going to take you a class right now.
Ken Hickley. What is your cell phone number?
Dude, he's picking up on you, man. He's like, hey. The guy with no hair.
He's talking to the HR guy.
Oh, what's your cell phone? We're in trouble. Oh, got it. What's your HR? What's your cell phone number?
Abby Tellez wanted to buy a second home and rent out the first one. How much is down payment?
Abby Tellez.
Restructure that question.
Yeah. Okay, so
Restructure it.
Abby, you're in a gold spot. This is gold. You are gold, just straight gold. Here we go. If you say I want to buy a second house, my second house is in, call it Aspen, Colorado, because I like skiing, and I'm baller, and I have a second house. Well, in that case, you need 10% down. Minimum 10% down, and you need reserves for both houses. What's that? PITI for at least 6 months, maybe 12 months, but in the bank that you don't use. That's called reserves. However, you said you're renting out that house. And because you're renting out that house, that is no longer your primary residence. What you are looking for is a new primary residence. And if you phrase it like that from now on, you get different answers across the board. Wait, what? Yeah, because if you said, hey, I bought that house in 2018. I used a conventional loan. I put 10% down, and now I'm renting it out. Awesome. Now I want to go buy myself a new primary residence. My family used to live there, but it's now going to live over here. Because you use a conventional on that loan, I can probably get you into an FHA loan. What? Yeah, probably FHA loan because it's your primary residence. When I say FHA loan, I'm talking 3.5% down. 3.5% down. And there's even a possibility I can use a zero down program in order to make sure you don't come in with anything. But I don't recommend it. I don't like most down payment assistance programs. I will use them if it's necessary. I like using chemotherapy. I don't like it. But if I have cancer, I'm going to use it. If I need it, if I absolutely need it, I'm going to do it. But I'm not a fan. Just not a fan. Same thing with down payment assistance programs. I'm not a big fan. If it's necessary, you can't get the house without this, then yes, let's do it. But I will put them right next to each other. I'll go, hey, here's your down payment assistance program. You don't come in any money. And here's where you come in 3.5% down. And when I show you the difference, you're going to go, yeah, I'm way better off at 3.5% down. Even though it's taking money out of my 401k or my bank account or whatever, way better. Because there's no gifts. There's no free money in this world. It doesn't exist. And when the people tell you on a commercial that you're going to get free money, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. And I'll show you where they're lying to you.
Well, let's answer Abby's question now. How much is the down payment on her new primary residence?
3.5%.
Or
0.
Or
5%.
Or
0.
Or
I don't know.
Anything above 5%. As much as you want to put down.
Yeah,
How
whatever
much
you
money
want.
you have saved, Abby?
Yeah.
So as little as 0 to 5% is your minimums.
Yeah.
Miguel.
I do want to keep going on the one-time construct. Let's answer the questions. Obviously,
Miguel, thank you for the love. George, should I borrow from my home's equity to rent my first home and buy a second one?
George. Wow, Cheskowich. That's a big word. Cheskowich. So, should I borrow from my first home's equity and rent? So, it's math, George. It's math. And the only one who can really make that decision is you. So, if you can math it out and it makes sense for you and your family, what does math mean? Okay, so let's just say, hey, I got a house, I got a primary residence, and I want to build an ADU. And I go to the bank and I say, hey, lend me $100,000. Is that a good idea? Well, after I math it out, I say that ADU, I can rent that for $2,300. Well, $2,300 a month. Okay, how much is that HELOC going to cost me? Well, if I'm lucky, I go and I have a great FICO above 800, 9%. And that 9%, I'm going to be able to pay interest only for 10 years. So how much is that going to cost me? It's going to be about $900, $900 a month. I'm going to be able to rent it for 24, is what I said? I think so, 24. So I'm going to rent it for 24. Well, wait a minute. If I build that, I owe $900 a month, and I now rent it for $2,400 a month. I'm profiting $1,500 a month. Guess what I'm going to do with that $1,500 a month? I'm going to pay it back to the principal and pay that loan off. And I'm in a winning situation in that scenario. I know people in that scenario right now. However, if you want to take that money out and you don't have an 800 FICO, you got a 620 FICO, and you go, hey, I'd like a HELOC. Well, first thing, when you go to the bank with a 620 FICO and you'd say, I'd like a HELOC, and they're going to say, we'd like to give you one too. Unfortunately, we cannot. Why? Because 620 is not going to cut it. Not going to cut it for a HELOC. Nope. Occasionally, probably nope. So you say, hey, no, I don't have a 620. That's bullshit. I lied. I have a 680. All right, cool. Let's move forward with that 680. And then you decide, hey, I want to buy me a McMansion. I want to buy me a badass McMansion. I don't care how much, whether it's appreciating or depreciating, shit, I deserve it. I deserve me a McMansion. And you put all that money into the McMansion, and it does not cash flow. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Not at 9%. Well, actually, if you're 680, you ain't at 9%. You're at 12%. At 12%, you're like, hey, this is very expensive. I don't know if it's a good idea. So when I said, George, it's all math. It's all math.
So the only one that can answer that is George. You gonna do it or not? So what George is talking about is becoming an investor, guys. He's talking about big boy moves. He's talking about doing things where he could maybe make a lot of money, maybe lose a lot of money. And that's why no one can answer that question for you, George. So it depends on where you're at in life and the risk you're trying to take. Tasha Ross, on my bank app, it shows my credit score above 640, but all three showing nothing. What do I do?
Well, Tasha, what do you want to do? Are you trying to buy a house, Tasha? If you're trying to buy a house, your little credit app ain't going to mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. It's cute, and you probably paid $5 or maybe it's free. And by the way, if you get anything for free and the product doesn't cost you anything, you are the product. They are gathering your data and making money somewhere because those engineers and all those servers in the background and all that internet bandwidth costs money. It's not free. If you're getting something for free, you're the product. Real simple rule.
Mad. She said, "Oh no, bye." Like you didn't even
Who
ask
did?
anything. Oh Chun girl. Hey guys, know this: if you're asking a question and the algorithm doesn't like it, they block the questions. They omit words. So you probably have to ask it a couple times, maybe a couple different ways if you really want to get it in.
Yeah.
And we do go through all the questions. It's just
We're here for you guys.
take
We're
us a
really
second
trying.
to get to
We're
'em.
really trying to help you guys, and it's kind of therapeutic for us because I get to yell at the screen instead of going to a therapist. I think it's better.
I think you need to hire a therapist. Man.
You think so? Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe Mom said she built a spa type shower.
Dude, you should see the pictures on this thing. It's badass. It is badass. Navy Mom Donna knocked it out of the park. Just badass.
Okay. Truth be told said okay. I don't know what that was told. Big Trent followed the host. George said 140K. I'm assuming that's his income. I have $350,000 in equity and a 2.5% interest rate on my current home that will be renting.
George, you are knocking it out of the park. You know what? Everybody would like a 2.5% interest loan. I have a 2.8 on one of my houses.
She said the question 5 times. It never came in. It never came in. Ask it different. Ask it word by word.
Yeah, if you ask it word by word, we're not ignoring you. We don't ignore anybody, even the haters. If you come out and hate on us, I will acknowledge the hater. I kind of have fun with you guys. I really do have fun with y'all. So, 2.5%, George, that's a great rate. A great rate. And you're going to be renting it. You'll probably be able to break even, maybe even positive cash flow. Now, if you've got rental experience, I can actually use the positive cash flow for your next house. If you don't have rental experience, I can wash the loan entirely like it doesn't exist and be able to move forward.
Yeah, there you go. Garnett, thanks for the love. David Gonzalez, how much more buying power do I have if I get rid of my $15,000 car loan?
David, that's a good question, and it's very difficult to answer with that parameter set. Here's what it is. Let's just say that you got a $15,000 car loan. You pay $100 a month.
Don't say it, Ochun girl. I see your comment. Do you guys see it now? But I don't see anything else.
I don't want to see it. Yeah, that sucks. I don't even what. Maybe they're just scared, trying to. Anyway,
I see something now. We'll get right back to you, Ochun girl.
So if you have a $15,000 car loan and you only have $100 payment, $100 payment, it doesn't hurt you very much. If you have a $15,000 car loan and you pay $1,000 a month, that hurts you a lot. It counts more the monthly payment than it does how much you owe. So that's a very, very big factor. I need to know your monthly payment before I can actually help you with that at all.
Question came through. Ochun girl, a buyer who has been 1099 at a company, how long needs to wait to qualify for an FHA loan?
Very good question. Very good question. So most of the time, with very few exceptions, 2 years. Most of the time, with very few exceptions, 2 years. And I will need taxes on that borrower. I know that 2-year time frame may not cover taxes, but if I can prove that you've been doing it for 2 years and you filed one of the years in taxes, and then I get a P&L from your CPA or accountant or whatever, I can go forward with that at the 2-year mark, but I need 2 years most of the time. There is an occasion where I can get away with a little bit less, but most of the time 2 years.
The buyer has now an offer letter that will be get on W-2. So now you change the conversation. So it was 1099. How long on 1099? 2 years. But now they're a W-2. They got an offer letter.
So if you got a W-2 offer letter, this changes the game a lot. We actually went to an underwriter because both of us didn't agree on it, and it landed up that neither one of us was right, neither one of us was wrong. It was weird.
100% correct.
I was 100% correct.
You are 100% incorrect. You got the word wrong.
That's not correct. That's not
Incorrect.
correct. So here's how it works. If you were W-2 and you had a 2-year work history W-2 anytime in the past, and then you went 1099, you went back to W-2. Back to W-2. If you have 6 months on the job as W-2, that's a slam dunk. You can do that. Slam dunk. If you just started W-2, underwriter discretion, but we might be able to make a case. We might be able to make that work.
So I'm going to say you can W-2 offer letter. You can do it right now. You can do it right now. There's a slight possibility you won't be able to move forward if you have variable income, but I'm going to say right now. So Ochun girl, if you're ready to get started, go to the link in the bio and select apply for a home loan now.
We will help you.
Dion, would a charge off on your credit prevent a home from being granted? By a genie?
You get granted houses by a genie?
Well, what do they grant?
I don't know. I never thought that you get 3 wishes. I never thought. Give me a single family residence.
My command.
Give me single family residence.
No,
Okay.
1099 all the time. Now W-2 with an offer letter. Yeah,
All
move
the
forward
time?
now. Move forward now. Right now.
So
Right
yeah,
now.
call Chris.
Call me.
Yes, Dion. Would a charge off on your credit prevent the loan from being granted? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Depending. If that charge off was a house, yeah, it's probably yeah. But if the charge off was like MasterCard or the electric company or a student loan or something like that, the age of the charge off will factor in, but it will not be detrimental most of the time. It'll show up in your FICO score. So we get to see charge offs. And by the way, Dion, if you have a charge off, don't try and pay it because you'll make your credit worse. You need to talk to us or a credit repair company because there's a way to do this. So usually a charge off won't stop. In fact, most of our files, most of them have a charge off in the last 7 years. Most of them, right?
Yeah.
Did you say that?
We actually have a designated Spanish speaker on our team, so call either one of us. We'll hook you up.
We'll hook you up.
Instigator. Is a VA loan good? What's the difference from a chance loan?
Okay, so VA loan, is it good? I'm going to give you the majors. Okay, there's Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, VA, USDA. VA is probably the best one in the system. Probably the best in the system. Let me give you a reason. First off, you can get in with 0 down without any catches. You can get in FHA 0 down. You can get a USDA 0 down. There's some catches on all of them, but not VA. VA is 0 down from the jump. 0 down. Second, no mortgage insurance on a VA. None. 0. No mortgage insurance. The VA steps in and says, hey, I got this guy. He's a veteran. I got him. No mortgage insurance. There is mortgage insurance on an FHA. It's 0.55 or 0.50. And there's mortgage insurance on a USDA. It's actually called GI, government insurance, but it's 0.35. It's different but there's always mortgage insurance. If you go Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, it's going to be shopped. And you can go from all the way down to 0.19 all the way up to 2.97 in mortgage insurance. It gets very expensive if you have a lower FICO. What's a lower FICO? 622. That's lower FICO. If you have a higher FICO, down all the way very, very low, better than most loans. What's a higher FICO? 800. But given the opportunity, VA smokes everything with one exception. One exception. A VA has something called a VA funding fee. And that's more expensive than most loans. VA funding fee can go as high as 3.3%. 3.3%. On a $500,000 house, that's an extra $18,000 that you're going to pay. $18,000. That's a lot. However, if you get a licensed loan officer who knows what they're talking about and you're service connected at 10% or greater, waive that VA funding fee. You need an LO who knows what the hell they're talking about. I have seen people fund VA loans and the client, the veteran, did not know they didn't have to pay it, and the loan officer did not know they had to pay it. And there's actually an industry out there that chases these fees that got charged erroneously. There's an industry. You can pay somebody to get you your money back because the LO did bad. Anyway, it exists. VA, I think, smokes everything.
All right. George said, love it. 857. I don't know what 857 is. Donaton. So a credit score of 680 is a rate of 12%?
On a HELOC? Yeah, you will. Yeah.
Not traditional financing.
That's not traditional financing. If you have a 680 FICO and you go regular, you're probably in the 7.25 right now?
Yeah, maybe.
But 7.25 right now. Traditional financing, that's conventional. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. FHA, you're probably 7, probably flat 7, somewhere in that range. On a FHA, just flat 7 at a 680 FICO. If you're going for a HELOC, that's a whole different game. So you're probably at 12.
Yeah, this person said, welcome back, Mexicans.
Dude, what's up, man? Mexican
U.S.? I don't know.
I don't know. LUS.
Andrea Benson. Sorry. What is a land deed?
Okay, so a deed is ownership of a piece of land. That deed can be land or it can be real estate. They're basically the same thing. The difference is that land doesn't have an improvement. That's what they call in the real estate business. And your house is improved real estate, improved land. So they both convey with a deed. Deed is ownership to the land.
Ooh, nice. Instigator, what's the difference between VA or FHA loans?
I think I covered that pretty good, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Smiley, 100K income, 75 in credit card a month. That's not bad.
That's nothing.
640 score, VA loan, 0 down. Want to stay around 16 to 1,800 monthly payments. Smiley.
100K income. Yeah, that's... So, yeah, I mean, the answer is yes, we can do it. Yeah. Smiley, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it for you. Your 100K is great. I hope it's W-2. 75 in credit card. Good job. You didn't overextend yourself. 640, it's a little low. I'd like a little higher, but that's still workable. Absolutely. And like to stay between $1,600 and $1,800 a month. When we build your file and we put in the property tax base and the hazard insurance, we can reverse engineer your purchase price. And then we'll also tell you how much you can get max.
Yeah, there you go. If you guys are interested in getting a home loan, go to the link in the bio, select apply for a home loan now, or give us a call. Let's talk about it.
We're blowing it up on YouTube, man. Shit, we got 150% increase on YouTube.
Kicking ass,
blowing it
taking
up.
Names.
We appreciate you, YouTube. We do.
Talina Morris, how can an average person purchase a home with minimum income?
Talina, probably not. I hate to say it.
You could get 3 or 4 average people
together. That's
Talina.
Unfortunately, elections have consequences, and we are in a very, very, very consequential state because of an election that happened roughly 4 years ago, just shy, maybe 6 months. So elections have consequences. Interest rates are very high, the highest they've been in 22 years. 22 years. What's more than that isn't just interest rates are high. The insurance industry has had its legs taken out from underneath it because of overregulation. In many areas where we used to just put in a static insurance payment, it is now ridiculously expensive. ridiculously expensive. So the average person, that's a lot of work to get it going. It's and I hate to say it because we work with all 50 states. We pull credit from across the country. I hear stories everywhere of people wanting to buy a house and they can't. So what we do is we prime them. We give them options. We're like, hey, you need a non-occupant co-borrower. Or rates need to come down to about this. And once they do, you qualify for about this. Currently, you qualify for this. And then everybody says, hey, well, there's no houses available for that. I can't change that. I wish I could, but it's just math. On our end, it's straight. They get mad at me.
Like, I can't get nothing for that.
How do you expect me to buy something for $180,000 in downtown Los Angeles?
Lee?
Yeah, that happens a lot. They get mad at me. But real simple. I'm like, hey, listen, I understand it's very frustrating. I'm frustrated too because I want you to get that house. Here, I'm going to give you different options to make it happen. And I can also tell you that when interest rates go down, I go on my computer and I'll go, cool. When they're down at here, you're up at 300,000. Okay, Lee, I guess I'll just wait. Or a week later, hey, my mom said she would co-sign for me. Boom, we're rolling.
All right, Mom. Good job. Ochung Girl said, what are the legal and acceptable charges from lenders? I see so many abused charges. How do you see so many? Are you in the business?
Yeah, it sounds like you're in the business. And that here's the thing about it's ugly. It's going to be ugly because a lot of loan officers, they just straight up lie to you. They lie to you and you won't find out till the end. They'll lie. And I hate to say that, but it's true. And that's how they make their money. I'll give you a case because it sounds like you're in the business. And you're going to hear a broker say, hey, you know what? I can beat those guys all day long. Yeah, I'll only put my origination fee at $500. I'm only going to make $500 on the deal. First off, if you believe that, you're not going to last very long in the business. Okay. Second, here's something that you need to know about brokers because they face a moral dilemma every time they get a qualified loan. A moral dilemma. Okay. So why? What is it? Okay. When I'm a broker, I get to go, hey, Mr. AAA Bank, I'd like to write loans for you. Okay, cool. What kind of commission do you want? I'm going to say, hey, I only want 50 basis points as commission. They're going to go, oh, you're going to get the best rates in the world. But you only make a tiny bit of money, like nothing. Yuck. But whatever. If you want to do it, cool. Here, now that AAA, I can do an AAA loan, and I make 50 basis points, which is very low for a loan officer. Very low. Almost the lowest. Very low. And then I go to ZZZ Bank, and I say, hey, ZZZ Bank, I'd like to write loans for you. They say, cool. How much commission do you want to make? I say, 300 basis points. They're like, ooh, that's going to kill your rates, but if that's what you want to do, cool. All right. Now, the broker sets up the loan, qualifies the loan, and he's like, hey, I'm only going to charge you a $500 origination. And you'll go, cool, it's qualified. Now he has to decide how much commission does he want to make? Because origination and commission are different. Then he goes, hey, this is one where I'll make a lot of money. Cool. Unfortunately, Borrow, the rates are a little high today, so that's what you got. And I made 300 basis points. That's the real moral dilemma that a broker has to face with every single loan they qualify. Every single loan. They lie to you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a little rough, right?
Okay, truth be told, thank you for the love. Indigo Rose, Auto Repo 8K. I don't know why you're telling us that.
Well, he said they got a repo. Auto Repo 8K. That if it was a forced repo, and if it was in the last year, it might hiccup you a little bit. But if it was so there's voluntary repossession and involuntary repossession. If it was a voluntary repossession and it's over a year ago, probably not very much. If it was an involuntary within the last year, it could hiccup you, but I'd have to write an LOE. An LOE is letter of explanation to the underwriter to explain what happened. And once I explain it, I might still be able to get your loan to work.
All right, dude, we got a rapid fire here.
All right, we're rapid fire already?
Yeah.
Dude, all right.
All right. Trying to find where we're
Okay.
at. Okay, here we go. FC, what in-house grants do you guys offer?
FC, we have a very cool proprietary program that only New American Funding has. It is a zero down program, zero down, and you can go down to 600 FICO across the country. Zero down, proprietary to New American Funding. That's it. Other than that, it's wherever you're at. California has CalHAFA. Florida has their HAFA. Texas has their HAFA. There's a lot of different programs depending on where you're at.
Dion, can a charge-off prevent a home loan?
A charge-off, if it's really recent, Slight chance, but mostly no.
Talina Morris, is overtime considered?
If you have 2 years of it, it's consistent, and we're going to have it going forward, yes.
Peterbilt, how about 3 years self-employed 1099?
All day long, let's do it. All day, every day, let's make it happen. Make sure you filed your taxes. Make sure you made money on your taxes.
Just like, is a 593 credit score good?
No, not even close to good. It's horrible. But you might still be able to get an FHA because FHA is 580 or greater. But don't let anybody lie to you that 593 is good. 800 is good. 800. 620 to 680 is acceptable. If you get to 700, you're in good. 800, that's where you really want to be.
Coach Young Girl, calling you guys soon. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Angie Cam, 620 and 590 couple scores. First-time buyers, can they get into a home?
If they're married, I might be able to do something called blended credit, where I take the 620 and the 590, and I make them both about a 610, somewhere in that range. So if they're married, if they're just boyfriend, girlfriend, then I have to take the 620 on its face, I have to take the 590 on its face, and then maybe I can go with an FHA loan. I can't go with Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac because their starting point is 620. So with the 590, that put me in the FHA range, but can be doable, yes.
Alicia Serrano, if you win the lottery, should you still take out a loan or should you buy this property outright?
Ashley Serrano, that's a very interesting question. The answer should be done with your CPA, your accountant. Here's why. Because if you're earning, your biggest expense by far, nothing comes close in your whole life will be taxes. Nothing comes close. Nothing. Not child support, not alimony, not that baby mama, not that timeshare. Nothing you bought, not that boat, nothing will be as expensive as taxes. And if you're in your prime earning years, you need a write-off. If you need a write-off, then I would take a loan out.
Okay. Max, what if my brother is career military and got into the USAA and Navy Federal? Would I still be able to get a VA loan?
What does your brother have to do with you? Yeah,
if your brother, to use his eligibility.
if your brother, your brother served our country. He wrote a check that said, "Hey, if I have to go to war and die for my country, I will." He wrote a check. You didn't. No VA loan for you.
Instigator, is Zillow accurate on home value?
No, but it's a gauge. It's kind of a gauge. We do, like, if somebody says, what's my balance? I'll go to Redfin, I'll go to Zillow, and I'll go to Comps. And then from there, I'm like, okay, somewhere in this range. So it's a gauge.
Michelle,
not exactly.
Client with SSN that has been working for the U.S. 1 year, 8 months, has work history from their country. Can they get a loan?
Yes, but it's complicated. You need someone who really knows their shit because you need to be able to transcribe the income from the other country and bring it in. There's another problem. The problem is, are they a foreign national or are they a visa recipient or are they illegal? So those are 3 different loans. All 3 of them can be done, by the way. I can do a foreign national program. I can do an undocumented program. I basically use a foreign national program. Or I can use a visa. I've actually funded a visa one about a month ago for some people in Austin who got brought in from India to work for Google because they're that high level, make a boatload of money, like a boatload of money. And they didn't even have to declare I'm trying to be a citizen. I'm not trying to be a citizen. I don't want to be a citizen. I'm here to work for Google for about 5 years. Got them a conventional loan.
Shoot the CEO, said 25 years. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
El Tiger Joshua, South Florida insurance is out of control.
You're right. You're right.
1922, Epstein inside job, Clinton.
I think you're right. God. Ash, 1922, you and I would have a good beer together.
Just one?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Might we, bro?
Could we go into a lot of them?
Bazuki, you realize this is illegal and broker cannot do. You're trying to them now. You're lying to them now.
Bazuki.
There is something called anti-steering and it's mandated.
Bazuki, are you saying that you don't get to choose who you package up the loan? And are you saying that every quarter you don't have to check you don't have to declare your commission? Bazuki, I'd like to know that. I really would like to know that. Because if I'm wrong, I was in the broker world for a while. I'm not in it now. I'm a direct lender. But I do remember having 20 different lenders. And it's not really steering. It's a matter of, do I get to choose this loan? I get to choose my commission on all the different loans. But I have to do it once a quarter. And I have to do it in writing. If I'm wrong, Bazuki, correct me.
Bob Newby, who is the top? Who is the...
Yeah. Bob Newby. I like Bob Newby. He's a newbie.
But everyone tells their story to their narrative.
Yep, I agree with you, Bazuki. I do agree with you because I can make a case for a direct lender. I can. I also broker loans. I do broker loans. So because I broker loans, I know what the brokered commission is. It's different. I don't get to choose it. New American Funding chooses it for me. However, some of my best friends are brokers. Some of them are. And I ask them, hey, listen, how do you choose this? And they're like, you want to make money? You don't want to make money. I'm like, really? Really? He goes, here's the reality. If you're doing a long game, if you really want to treat your clients well, you meet somewhere in the middle, right about where you're at. And I'm like, okay, cool. Bazuki, I'm interested. Dude, I'm interested.
CD Legacy with USDA or monthly note higher.
They're all govy. FHA, VA, USDA, they're all govy. So the government kind of sets it so they all kind of track together. USDA is pretty good, like VA is pretty good, like FHA is pretty good.
But when you're not putting a down payment,
it's more. It's going to cost you more.
Yeah. Tina Morris. So you see the market shifting anytime soon?
Tina, no. It's going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to get like a lot worse before it gets better. Here's why. Because the Federal Reserve had said in their notes that they're cutting 3 times in 2024. They've revised. They're doing it once. But if you understand what one cut means, one cut is like this. Hey, I make $8,000 a month. Cool. I'm living my lifestyle. $8,000 a month. Somebody says, hey, I'm going to increase your income. I'm going to really increase your income. You're getting $200 more a month. You're like, hey, I make $8,200 a month. Is that really going to change your life? A little bit. Well, if Fed cuts 1/4 basis point, a little bit, but a lot of it's been factored in already. So it's going to be a long time before you see a dramatic, which is actually healthy, by the way.
All right. Andy Cam, yes, married, both with excellent income, $7K a month.
Let's do it.
Mo, my realtor did not disclose that my home would be a short sale until now, almost closing time.
Oh, Mo, you got problems. If you got the bank has to approve a short sale. That's why. Because if you're like, hey, I owe $500,000, but I'm going to sell it for $400,000. The bank's like, wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. I'm not so sure I'm willing to do this. Bank has to approve it.
Yep. CD Legacy, I'm married. Should I run wife credit to qualify or really not needed? 740 my score.
Do you need it for income? If you need it for income, then we have to run it. If you don't need it for income, then we have to run it. Unless you're a non-community property state. The reason we have to run it is because if you're legally married, her debts are yours. So let's just say you make $200,000 a year and you don't want to use her at all. Yeah, but she's got a Lexus payment. $200,000 a year, she probably has a Lexus. So she's got a Lexus payment of $700 a month. I got to count that against you, but the only way I can find out is to pull her credit on a separate file and then create it. I understand. So, no more. We're done?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You know what? We appreciate all you guys. We've been Chris and Lee. We are out.